everyone, it's Bob Perkins with aa-isp's Inside Sales Studio, bringing you another edition of the Monday Morning Sales Minute. I'm here with Tony Perzow. Tony, how are you doing?
I'm doing very well, Bob. Thank you.
Well, get this. Tony's company is called You Suck at Negotiation, and he's a negotiation expert, and he's going to share a tip or two with you viewers. And I know in Inside Sales, we're always asked, can you do this? Can you do that? Can you lower the price? What about this? And Tony has a lot of good tips to share. So Tony, with that, go ahead and share your ideas with the viewers.
Sure. Well, I'm going to give you, everybody watching, I'll give them one tip to use. And I think this is one of the most important things that everyone needs to know when it comes to negotiating. And it's such a simple thing to do. And I think the reason why the majority, well, here's an interesting tip, Bob, or fact, that 95% of sales professionals have never had any sort of formal negotiation training. 95%. And I've trained Apple, I've trained Google, I've trained Rolls-Royce and Samsung and Pepsi, and I've talked to the biggest executives in the world, and they haven't had any negotiations.
Right.
So, and it's something we do every day, right? So I'm going to give the audience one tip. So easy to use, so simple to use, and if you start implementing this tip, you're going to see a drastic difference in the way you deal with customers, and you're going to see a huge impact on your margin, on your sales, on protecting that margin. So it's this idea of trading, becoming a trader as opposed to becoming a conceder. A lot of us are conceding. So Bob, when you go to a deli or like a Chinese food restaurant and you go to the cash register to pay, oftentimes you'll see like a bowl of like free candy.
Yeah.
So if there's a bowl of free candy, how many candies are you going to take?
You might grab a handful.
Yeah, some people might grab a handful. You're definitely probably going to take more than one or two, right? You might take one for later, one for your wife, one for your kids, pocket. But if you put a 25-cent charge on each one of those candies in that bowl, then how many are you going to take?
Maybe none.
Yeah, probably none. Unless you really want that candy, you're probably not going to take any. But it's only a 25-cent charge. So what did that 25-cent charge do to our decision-making process? It made us more cautious, right? So when something has value, we become a little bit more cautious in the way we deal with that product or with that service. So most salespeople are like that free bowl of candy. They give away concessions for free. Fine, I'll give you a 5% discount. Yeah. Fine, we will ship in 2 weeks. Fine, we'll throw in free shipping for you. Okay, wife, husband, we'll go to your parents for the holidays in Tampa, right? Yeah. Those are all examples of free concessions because not once did I ask for anything in return, right? Fine, we'll go to your parents' place in Tampa for the holidays if you allow me to go golfing with my buddies in February or March.
I like it.
Now we got a different situation there, right? Now, yes, I'll go to Tampa, but you're going to have to pay for it, wife or husband, because you allow me to go golfing with my buddies in March, right? Yeah. So what we do, I call it the if you rule. It's also called trading. So don't ever make a concession. Don't ever give something away without asking the other party for something in return.
Sure.
And what this does is it does a few things. A, you're teaching buyers, you're teaching procurement, you're teaching people you deal with how to negotiate with you. If you're always giving things away for free, if you're always giving away 5% discounts, that buyer is going to try to get as many 5% discounts as possible from you because you're like that free bowl of candy in that deli, right?
Yeah.
But if you start asking for things in return, if you begin trading, then you make that buyer a little bit more cautious because they know if they ask you for something, they're going to have to pay for it, right?
So Tony, let's do this in real life here. Let's role play a little bit. So if you're let's say you're selling a software application to me.
Okay.
And I go to you and say, I really like the app, but it's just outside our budget. If you can get down just 5%, I know I can get approval. Do you think you can get that 5% down?
Well, we could do 5%, and I don't know the software industry all that well, but sure, yeah, no problem. We can do 5% if you give me some sort of referral. If you pay cash up front, if you don't want any sort of terms.
Yeah.
I mean, the list goes on. So one of my tips to all my inside salespeople is to create a list of all the different trades, have it written down, because let me tell you, these things don't come to your head when you're in the midst of a negotiation, when you're talking to a buyer.
They
so
don't.
Write all these things and be creative. You can be as creative as you can be.
I mean, it could be if you allow us to list you as a reference on our website. You know, I really like that, and I like what you just said about be creative. You know, it's not just if it's not just I can do the 5% if you can sign the deal today, right? Well, that is one good one, but
yes,
you can be creative. I love it. So viewers out there, get your list started with these trades. And give us some feedback. How is it working? You got this tip on Monday. Use it this week. Get back in touch with us. Either you can email me or you can email Tony and let us know how it's working. Tony, great tip. I'm sure you got some other resources. How can viewers maybe learn more about you, or if they have a question for you on negotiating, how can they get in touch with you?
Well, I have my website, which is www.yousuckatnegotiating.com, and you can go to my website. I've got a bunch of these 1-minute tips of the day you can find there. I've got some other videos. I've got information about me. I've got some 9-lesson course that you can opt in for. I've got a seminar coming up in Los Angeles in May, so I got lots of great information. You can also email me if you have any questions at tony@tonyperzow.com. That's my personal email address if you have any questions regarding negotiating, or even that tip I gave you on becoming a trader as opposed to a trader.
That's great. That's fantastic. Negotiating is key, and we don't see a lot of it in inside sales. In fact, we're going to talk to you, Tony, about an opportunity to come on out and present to some of our members around negotiating. I think it'd be fantastic.
That would be wonderful. I would look forward to that.
All right, everyone. Hey, thanks for joining us on this week's Monday Morning Sales Minute. Tony, thanks for sharing your thoughts with our viewers. Until next week, everyone, good selling. Bye-bye.